Voices and Views. I am here with Kellee Havens, who owns The Haven, and this is it's such an awesome experience because you started off in a little green truck, and you're just right off of Main Street down in Warm Springs. So before the famous Grumpy's, you get the famous Haven. And yeah. So tell us a little bit about what made you think about doing the food truck and what brought you into where you are now, which is actually serving lunch in the restaurant and also catering.
Awesome. Well, so I've been in business for now 5 years. When I was 28, I decided, hey, what is something that I actually love doing, and can I make that happen, or at least make all the mistakes before I was in my 30s? So now I'm 34.
That's a good idea. I'm 30.
Now I'm 34, so actually maybe we've been in business for 6 years at this point.
See, I told you it was longer than 5.
Maybe I made the decision at 28. But yeah, I ended up buying the bus shortly after my birthday.
Where did you buy it?
We bought it in Portland.
Okay.
I actually asked my dad for my dowry.
Oh.
And I'm actually getting married this year. So,
are you?
So I got to ask for it again, you know, but I paid back a portion of the bus. He owns the bus.
I didn't know this was going to be a laughing interview.
So anyways, bought the bus in Portland, and it was outfitted actually for a Vietnamese couple that wanted to start a secondary business to their trailer that they had, but their family had more kids, and they decided to move to Vietnam and sell everything. And I reaped the benefits of a brand new truck, like peeled the plastic off the inside, and just drove it to Ketchum and got a lot of honks on that 10-hour drive. And
was it green?
It was green. Okay. It was exactly the color that it is, obviously minus the Haven stickers.
Right.
But there was a wasp nest in the hood, so I kept on seeing these bees fly out the window, which was very exciting. But I had no idea what I was doing.
Right.
I mean, I told my dad I knew exactly what I was doing.
Right. Exactly.
Of course.
You knew you were going to make all your mistakes.
Exactly.
Next 3 years.
Exactly. And so we ended up sharing this space with another company called Play Hard Give Back when I first
they were our Voices and Views last time.
Yeah. And so they gave me an amazing opportunity to come in here, and we actually worked out of the kitchen and brought everything into the truck every day because that truck is small, and for the range of food that we do, it was.
So did the business take off right away out of the truck, or did it take some time?
It definitely took time.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely took time. But I mean, after 5 years.
Right.
We've got
so then I started seeing you catering all over the place in the truck, right? For different parties outside. And
we didn't say no to anything.
That's so great.
We were there.
So you built that part of it, and then came the restaurant.
Yes. So at about a 2-year mark last year, we ended up taking over the whole space and then outfitting with tables, and at that point it was just kind of like, okay, well, we can move everything into the food truck, but that kind of eliminates our winter. Right. We started hosting events in here, and cooking class, or like a private birthday party, and baby showers, and
I've been to a couple of
birthdays.
events where you guys have put all the tables together, and it's just a big long table, and have everybody eat together, and the food is so fresh. And so do you try to stay as sustainable as possible, like getting foods around the area?
We do. It's definitely obviously easier for anyone to be more sustainable in the summer, when our growing season for Idaho is a little bit easier and more in range of different things to cook. We've got a local baker named Roman Chavez, who owns Hanger Bread, who's making this beautiful Vitagrain whole wheat seeded bread for us that we're going to pan-sear with an avocado pea smash, tomatoes, feta, and a balsamic.
My mouth is watering.
So then it's then instead of getting this huge lunch for $13, $14, you're getting this beautiful piece of toast for $8. It's sustaining you for the rest of the day. So Monday through Thursday we are open for lunch, 11:30 to 2, and then so that allows us to do catering in the evenings of all of those days along with the weekends. At some point we'll be open 5 days a week, but for now we're just 4. Okay. We have indoor, outdoor seating, and we just use the truck for events. Okay. So if you have a private party, whether or not you need catering help from us, with or without the truck, we are available.
Great.
to anyone at many different price points.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be a big to-do. It could be a taco party for, 50 of your family.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make it easy.
And then you're on Warm Springs and 7th
Warm
on the
Springs
corner.
and 7th.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's right across from Moss Garden
Right
and before Grumpy's.
before Grumpy.
So those are some
Your
landmarks.
first left on 7th.
Yes, exactly. So Kellee, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've been so much fun to interview. I think I want to just sit for a couple more hours.
Well, you can
and
come
chat.
back for lunch. That would be
Exactly.
good.
So again, Stephanie Reed with Kellee Havens at the Haven on the corner of Warm Springs and 7th. And this is the Voices and Views, and thanks so much for joining us.
Jambalaya, crawfish pie, and filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight